Hi, this is Gary from Grow Your Own Food, and today I'm going to go do an update on the winter damage that we had. We got down to about 15 degrees one night and about 17 degrees another night. About, what, 4 weeks ago. And this tree here is the Jiu-Jitsu or the lemonade tree. It had no protection on it whatsoever. Let's see if that's a split. Okay, and basically it doesn't look bad. It's gonna have some damage. When we had the other two big freezes, the Christmas freeze and the Snowmageddon freeze, it knocked all the leaves off, and they had to put out all new shoots. And that year they did not. It did not make. The year in between it made a super big load. So we'll see what it does this year. Like I said, it doesn't look like these leaves look to be okay. So I think it's gonna come out and do all right. These over here, we had protected with the leaves. They're looking fine. The ones that this was completely covered in leaves. And this one pretty much was. I think it had a little bit sticking out, so it did suffer a little tip damage here. But you know, I do like the leaves and the protection it gave. But of course, it didn't get as cold this time. This here was sticking out, and you can see if I hadn't had any protection, it would have killed it back. Because it looks like this is going to die down at least back to here. This top, but the bottom part that was underneath the leaves, underneath the wrapping, is looking fine. So there's going to come a time I can't cover it, and this is kind of getting that stage. So at top I can't cover. Here's the Miho. It was completely covered. Now I will say this: a couple years ago, I mean, it died down to about right here, and all this other's new growth from last year and last couple of years. So if your fruit trees do freeze down and you got just a little bit above that graft that grows, they'll grow back fairly quickly. So that's one thing to consider. Now we're gonna go look at the N33 next. It's a navel orange, and they're not very runner hardy. I probably did the most protection on it and got the most damage. But let's go look at it. As I was just telling my son, this looks rougher every time I look at it. But it's gonna survive. I don't think it's gonna die on me. It's not gonna make this year. But it does suffer a fair amount of damage. We did cover this up, and we had, you know, mulch, and you can see in the middle where I had the mulch up higher, you know, this right here looks good. This is nice healthy leaves here, but this outer part, it's just not as winter hardy as the others are. Now this is a root stock from a sour orange that I wish would die, but it's not going to. But if you get one that is from the roots, and this was, I think, a Brown Select or something, and the top graft died. It died all the way back to the ground, and it sprouted up from the root stock. You know, it kind of does this every year. It grows up big and tall and knocks the leaves off. I just haven't went in here and cut it off. Somewhere in there, I think there's that metal rod that was in there that I haven't gotten out. So, but anyway, I'm going to leave this. This is the root stock from Swindle rootstock, I believe it's called, or maybe a different one. It's the one that Becknell and Sons has. Just going to see what it tastes like. It's going to produce fruit one of these times, and we'll see what it tastes like. It's going to be a really sour one, really sour lemon, I think. But we'll see. And if it don't, I'll probably cut it back. I could go back and cut this back and regraft on it, but I just haven't. And one of these days, probably after I retire, I'll learn how to graft, and that's what I'll be doing with these type of trees. But anyway, thanks for watching.